All right, begin.
What's going on YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are having a great day so far. So guys, I wanted to come on here real quick and talk about Rosie ODonnell speaking on Whitney Houston's sexuality and how Whitney struggled with her sexuality and how it could have played a part in some of the issues that Whitney had in her life, because, you know, she didn't know if she wanted to be gay or if she wanted to be straight. So guys, I'm just going to play you a snippet of it and then I'll be back.
Infamous episodes of the Rosie O'Donnell show was when Whitney Houston no-showed. What is the backstory there? She wouldn't leave her hotel room?
And it was Halloween. And I remember thinking, well, isn't she going to take her kid trick-or-treating? Like, that's what I was thinking, because she had a baby who sadly is gone now too, the same age as my kids. And I remember thinking, well, surely she's going to get up and go take the kid trick-or-treating. Like, I don't know why this was in my head. And, you know, she was at that time really in a downward spiral with drugs. And it was obvious to anyone who was watching her. There was a horrible, horrible performance on the AMAs or something. Do you remember that? When she had on, she was so skinny and she looked so much like an addict in the throes of it. And she had produced Cinderella for Brandy.
Yes.
And she was showing, it was the whole hour was her and Brandy on Cinderella, and she didn't show up. So I said to her crew, who was already there, I said, you know, this is all on all of you, because when she dies, everyone's going to ask, why didn't you do something? And Robin, who was her partner for a while, she has had written me and told me that that was like a very big day for them, the crew around her, to think that they had to make inroads to try to help her, you know. And sadly they didn't.
You were close friends with Robin Crawford.
No, I know Robin. I wasn't close friends, but we sat near each other at the WNBA games. We had some mutual friends in common. I knew she was Whitney's partner. She knew I was gay. We were like, you know, but we didn't like hang out together. But there was one party that we were there to get. I was there that she and Whitney were at, and in New York City, I believe it was, and that's where I met Robin. And you know, I don't know. It's not like gay people meet each other and they all of a sudden, you know, like. And Whitney was troubled by, I think, the gay part of her life, and you know, didn't want it exposed. And it's hard in Black culture to accept gayness. It's culturally more difficult, I think.
Yes. And
so she was, and you know, the church, Catholic Church thing, the Baptist church, whatever, that weighed heavily on her.
All right, so you guys heard what Rosie had to say in regards to Whitney Houston being afraid to come out and live her truth due to the fact that she was feared. Now, first and foremost, I would like to say, Rosie, what the hell you doing talking about Whitney Houston? Let that child rest. All right, let her soul rest. Why are you bringing her up? First and foremost, leave it alone. Are you still upset because she missed your show? Like, what are you talking about? Now, you may just genuinely care about Whitney Houston. You did express that because you said you told her team that they're the reason why, if she passed away, they're the reason why, because they're not trying to get her any help. But this is the thing, all right? Is there a strong phobia within the Black church? Yes. From my experiences, hell yeah. You know, my mom was a minister. I was in church every Monday, Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday sometimes, you know, 4 times a week. And there is a strong phobia within the church. I think there's a strong phobia within our race generally. I mean, just to give you a little bit of an example, you know, just growing up, especially in my teenage years, if you have 2 dudes that hang together all the time, they could just be boys, you know, homeboys. You know, they do almost everything together. And the same with 2 girls, right? They're best friends, right? And the first conclusion that we come to as a race is that they must be gay because they're hanging together all the time. They're too close. Or we can take it a step further. You know, I had a homeboy back in the day that took a ride from a gay guy, right? He was a cool dude, right? Coolest guy in the neighborhood, had a hot car and everything. You know what I'm saying? And he saw my man walking and he was like, yo, you want to ride? And my man took him up on that offer. Next thing you know, everybody was saying that, you know, my boy and that guy was dating just because he took a ride from the guy. You know, it's always, and listen, I'm not trying to say all of y'all, right? But it's some black women that are so quick to say that two guys are gay. Y'all are quick to do that. Some of y'all, not all of y'all. Some of y'all are so quick to, oh, it's my intuition, bitch. It's my intuition. Yeah, I told you. You know, y'all are so quick to come to the conclusion that somebody's gay. I don't know why our race is like that as a whole. And most of the time, we never think ahead of the game. Like, if this rumor, you know, about this individual, if it's not true, how will this impact their lives on a day-to-day basis? If we're talking about teenagers, right? How will this rumor impact them in the home? Because some of our parents, right? You know how our parents are, you know, that type of rumor can get you kicked out. So you got to think ahead of the game before you start putting out these false accusations about somebody, and stop being so quick to deem somebody gay just because it creates this juicy ass gossip and everybody is focused on that aspect, and it's a hot rumor and it burns the streets up and it causes all types of confusion, right? We got to stop being like that for real. And so it just saddens me to think that Whitney passed and she really didn't get to live her truth. You know, she really didn't get to live how she wanted to live because she was afraid of the backlash from, you know, just her family, the church. And I also think that she felt that it would have a negative impact on her career as well. But I'm gonna need Rosie to understand that it's just not the black church, it's the white churches too. So don't act like the white churches don't hold anything over individuals' head for dating the same sex. You know, most of the churches have that same theory. They feel the way they feel in regards to what the Bible says about dating the same sex. Yeah, the black community may be a little bit more stronger because the black women in particular cannot stand the fact that a man has the audacity to date another man. It's just strong within black women's soul. Like, you know, they look at their sons like, how did I fail you? You know, they have that feeling, that strong feeling. And to the single black mothers, they may have a feeling that it was due to the fact that they didn't have the father in the home. And so it's just a whole lot of emotions that they go through. Now, our black men, they're not excluded, right? They're tough on, especially the young boys, if they see any signs that he may be gay. You know, he wants to take them out in the yard, rough them up, box, throw a football, play basketball, try to toughen them up and things like that. So, you know, the black father is not going for that in most households either. So it is strong. It's strong within our community. I will say that, but I want Rosie to understand, do not act as if it doesn't exist in the white church either. But anyway, I'm gonna let this go and let y'all have that in the comments. Drop down and let me know what you think about this whole entire situation. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll get with you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace.